Everyone, try to keep this camera still, but I just had a conversation with a young lady, a young black lady who's about to graduate, and this is something that I've been speaking about recently as I talk to young people about to graduate from K through 12 or college. It's something I was talking about when I used to have my podcast, Real Talk for Real Teens. But the thing she was saying was she has this triple major, and she has these ideas of what she wants to do. And one of them is create this documentary, but she's waiting. So I'm asking her questions of what is she doing on social media, how is she getting her voice out there now before she graduates, so she can have some kind of, so when she graduates, it's not starting from scratch, she has some kind of traction, some kind of momentum. And she just kept coming back to, but I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready. And this is something, so when I talk to young people, there's a few things that I talk about. One of the things is you're not special. Your parents have lied to you, and they really need to stop saying that. You're special to them, but to the working world, you're not special. And the reason is, my second point is, school is an artificial environment. The school is set up in the way to test you and score you because it makes it easy for them to measure. Because again, you cannot manage what you cannot measure. So, and I don't know any career where you're constantly tested, except for like you need certifications or those things. But once you take the test, you're not tested constantly. And where you fall on the test doesn't matter, because most of them was, if you pass, it's a pass score, and you only get a score if you're failed, so you can see how close you were to passing or fail or whatever. So there's an artificial environment there. And then the third thing, particularly for people of underrepresented, particularly for people of marginalized communities, we cannot wait, because the rules that they're following were never meant to apply to us. So we're finding ourselves doing things, holding back, saying we're not ready, trying to meet these standards that never were meant to apply to us. They were meant for people of privilege, wherever the privileged society is. And in the United States, the privileged society is whites, and particularly white males. So for a young black woman to wait when I'm listening to the idea, it's great. And I'm like, so what are you doing on Twitter? What are you doing what am I making little videos, whatever? And she's just like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. This is why I wear this shirt. And I'm going to tell you, it's so funny, because I've turned these shirts inside out, because I will no longer put on camera shirts that aren't my message. And so I was out and about, and I wasn't planning on doing a video, so I turned the shirt inside out. But we have to stop. That's the whole thing of not asking permission, giving notice. We'll never get permission. Underrepresented groups and marginalized groups, no one's ever going to give us permission. So we have to give fucking notice. We have to say, this is my value, and this is how you're going to treat me. If we're waiting for privilege to tell us how we're valued, look at, historically, they'll never do that. I don't care how well-meaning someone is. The system is not set up for us to participate by playing these rules. So we have to make up our own rules. Is it uncomfortable? Of course it's uncomfortable. But I find it fun. I mean, it didn't unnerves me at times, but when I hit a home run, it's like, wow, I did that. I came out of nowhere and I did that. Went with my gut. I did that. I knew my value and I did that. This is the lesson we need to teach underrepresented and marginalized adults, but particularly young people, because in the 21st century, they're still living by 19th century, 18th century rules where you have to wait for. Good God, she has at her fingertips a computer that allows her to have access to anything in the world. We are, for the first time in history, underrepresented and marginalized people have access to the same content platforms, information as everyone else. And if we leverage it well, we can knock the ball out the park. But we still are asking permission. This is a huge thing, and I guess I'm going to continue talking about this. I'm going to continue because I was having wings. I was at a wing place. I was having wings. I was not intending to have this conversation, this 20-minute, 30-minute conversation about why is she waiting, but it's just what I do. And it made me want to come here and say, I beg you, underrepresented and marginalized group individuals, do not wait. What are you waiting for? Use the tools that have been created in this space and knock the ball out the park. So that's what I have to say to you tonight. And again, hashtag cause a scene, because I'm no longer asking permission. I'm giving notice.